Next, we are going. Well, world domination, of course, is the next plan. But yeah, we're just gonna we're taking time off just to write, so we can hopefully get this new record out, because it's just that's like we've had tunnel vision with it since we started playing together again. So just doing that.
And when can we expect this new magnum opus from taking place?
Tomorrow.
Yes, sometime between tomorrow and next year. So just start checking.
Start looking tomorrow.
As soon as we get it done.
Yeah, we were sitting around with our director Christian, who is around, but we were brainstorming ideas, and most everything that we came up with was either too morbid or just too like people wouldn't get it. And then Mark was like, "Yeah, we should get Flavor Flav," and so we did. Right? Yeah.
And he's the coolest.
Yeah, he's awesome. He is totally 100% a character. Like it's yeah, I've never met anybody quite like him in my life.
And
so
I've met him. I was so excited.
Yeah,
oh my God, it's Flavor Flav! It's
and he's so little too. I pictured him bigger.
Up to the nips.
The reaction was a little bit different every night. Like you get a lot of the looks from some people, like because they don't really know what to think about it yet. Their ears are still sorting it out. But yeah, like people have been taking it great. Like it's been an awesome time. So.
Funniest reaction is people that want to front like they know the words already when it's their definitely
it's
first,
the
and they're in the front and they're like,
yeah. I'm like, how do you? I wrote that last night. How do you know that?
You don't know the words. It's nice that you want to know, but you don't know yet.
Your fans are telepathic.
They are.
Yeah, there hasn't been many fistfights so far with the Jimmy World guys.
You could take those guys from Arizona, I think.
No, I don't know, because they know sports. And any dude who knows sports, you know.
Well, we got Eddie though.
Yeah, that's tough.
We've actually had a kickball game with them already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The kickball, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, and this summer you guys aren't going to be on the Warped Tour. You have to go every other year. What's going to happen to kickball?
I don't know. Carry on without us.
Yeah, they'll just have to go back to doing what they normally do instead of kickball, which is like, you know, drugs and hookers and stuff.
The thing is, some people's favorites, other people hate.
Like loathe. Like hates way too nice of a word. No, like
just do it to
loathes,
spite
like
each other.
Oh, that's fair
deep
enough.
down.
Did
Yeah.
any of the favorite songs become the two singles? The two videos we played a lot.
I wasn't paying attention. What?
Did any of your favorite songs become one of the two singles?
Decade was
Yeah.
one of my favorites. Decade and 180 by Summer.
So which one of you loathes Decade?
I think.
Fred?
Oh, Fred.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry. We're planned up, for quite some time.
Yeah, you usually find out like a couple months before.
It's like a loose outline that we usually have, like things that we know are coming up, and then in the middle things change and dates switch, and we're sort of at the
Now,
break time.
So does it give you enough time to bring wives, girlfriends on the road with you, or
Two
schedule
of
times
my
to come
wives
home?
are coming on this tour.
Two of your wives?
And then another 3 are meeting on the West Coast.
That's really big of you.
I like this because when you get all 5 of them together, it's like, whoa.
Our first video we did just because it was like something to do. Our friend Christian Winters did it, and he did it great. He's great at doing it, and then the next couple ones he did too. And somebody pick this question because I'm sinking back.
Do you guys like making videos? Honestly, do you like making videos?
I think the whole video making process is really hectic and long.
Tedious.
But I think it's very important to have a video. I grew up on videos. We all did. Without videos, bands wouldn't, get their name across.
I was
We
going to say,
really
we've all
have a whole lot to do on the show here.
We've all grown up in the era of videos.
MTV.
We weren't really making music before bands needed to make videos. Yeah, we were at a show in Florida, and each one of us, I think, at some point during the day had commandeered our own golf cart. At one point, I grabbed Mikey, and we were in one of them. And Mikey, I think's eating nachos in the picture, maybe? Mikey might be eating, and I'm driving.
He eats a lot. He's very
Yeah, we were just driving around, having a good time, killing the afternoon by not golfing in a parking lot.
We did a short tour with Tom, and he would come into the dressing room, and he would see me changing and getting ready for the show. So we did a couple candid shots, and then it just evolved into this whole other
Before I even
thing.
had the company, we just did some candid shots of him changing, and then we said, hey, we should build a company around your good looks.
Sure.
And I was
That's what we
like,
did.
all right, because I mean,
That's awesome.
I told them a long time ago, I was like, I would love to direct a video for you guys because I am a big fan of their band. I really like them a lot. I don't like them as people, but I love their music.
Neutral.
And then they called me and they said, hey, well, are you still thinking about doing it? I said, yeah, so we figured out, we did it. The original idea I had, just the prop I wanted to use was the entire video budget, so that I went back. I was like, all right, what can I do with one camera in a white room? And I thought that was more, it actually ended up being, I think, more clever, and I thought it was really cool. I thought, like, they did great. I thought I did wonderful.
Working with Tom on that was awesome too, because he just made us feel very, very comfortable. To where it's like most times being a band, you know, you like walk into certain situations and like with people you don't know, and like you just feel really weird. So it's kind of hard to like, because when you do rock videos, I guess you're supposed to like try to look cool or something. And Tom did a great job of almost making us look cool. There, they seem a lot more British. Yes.
They're British.
They
Or English.
talk much differently. No, they just seem like it's like they recognize the fact that you traveled really, really far to go there. So they're very appreciative and gracious. Yeah, and really good looking. They all dress up.
You all have bought Louder Now, and the reason I know you've all bought Louder Now is because you reached #2 on the Billboard charts.
Yes, right over the boss.
You beat out Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, which we thought was not possible, but it is possible.
And you did it.
And Godsmack also beat the boss, which is just unfortunate.
Yeah, dude. Sunday
hey.
and the Smack, man.
Yeah.
Knocked it out. That must have blown your mind.
Yeah.
But I think Bruce is looking for us because we're in Jersey today, and
he's
he's going to kick my ass.
Yeah. You'll know because Clemens will come first.
Haha.
Then little Steven. And then Patty, and then you're toast. Then you went to play the Give It a Name festival, and Matt got hurt.
About it. I don't want to talk about
No, let's talk about it.
All right. All right.
Adam,
First song out. No, look.
first song out,
Look.
10,000 people.
12,000.
12,000 people.
Yeah.
Adam swings his mic around,
And just
clocks our poor bassist Matt in the head.
and I
Matt
laid him out
went down
out cold
like
on his
that.
back. And I felt really
Blood.
bad about it. Blood was
Squirting.
yeah. And then he went and got bandaged up and came back and everything was fine, which was funny actually because the We Are Scientists was on that show as well, and their drummer came up, and I'm like a super fan, so I was talking to him and he's like, hey man, what was up with that thing Matt was wearing? And then I was like, oh, you didn't see? I laid him out flat, and he was like no, I thought it was fashion.
He had a huge mummy thing going around his head a few times.
Yeah, like he looked like he was in one of those scary bands.
Next time you go back to Europe, fans are gonna be wearing that.
Yeah, maybe.
TBS inspired mummification.
Some gauze.
We walked in for the rehearsal, and it's much smaller there than I thought it was. Like we'd be playing like here, and then you know Paul Schaefer's like right there, and it was just very, very surreal experience because we grew up watching that show.
Yeah, that was like the big one that we kind of wanted to play for a long time, and we weren't able to till now.
And you're at the Ed Sullivan Theater where, you know, Elvis was there.
Yeah.
The Beatles played there.
Dylan
Dylan was there.
There's like
The Doors.
in like the green rooms back there, which aren't green at all, but they have
No.
no, but they have pictures of like all like the different like eras of the Ed Sullivan Theater and all the different artists and people that have been there, and like just the history in that one little room is just really amazing.
It's incredible. Now, did you get to meet Dave?
Yeah, well, we got to shake his hand after we played, and then other than that, no, I heard he's not really like a people person,
Yeah, I've heard tale as well.
which is odd considering what
That's what he does for a living.
For
Yeah.
a living. Yeah.
Talks to people.
We were kind of throwing around like a bunch of different ideas when it came time to make a video for that song, and we'd gotten a bunch of stuff in from different directors, and Tony Petrosian, who directed the video, it was like his concept, and we just figured that yeah, like it went very, very well with the song, like so.
It was really hard to imagine it beforehand, though. Like, we were doing all this stuff in the video. Like, at one point, we're supposed to be caught in the spider web. We're rolling around on the ground. They're like, don't worry, it'll look fine later.
Oh yeah, and this huge like,
Just like
green screen.
You had to do so many different weird things.
Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff that didn't make the video, but you're pretty much in this big you know, like a room this size, but it's green everywhere, and they'd say that they were rolling film, and they'd be like, "Okay, run! You're being chased by a spider, big scary spider," but you couldn't actually run. You had to run it. It was really ridiculous, but I think it came out okay.
We're pretty cool with all our videos. I mean,
I love set phasers to stun.
Oh yeah,
I love that video
we
so
worked
much.
really hard on that one.
The performance quality that you do is amazing.
That one took a whole lot out of us, but no, it's just like anything else you do, you know, like it's like you like when you first do it, you love it and you think it's the greatest thing ever, and then as time goes on, you have to make it something else because you start to not like the.
yeah, some of them came out better than others, and, you know, but we had fun doing all of them. So, well, we just did a long tour with Under Oath and fell in love with those guys. They're the sweetest dudes.
Really in love with them.
Yeah, actual
like,
romantic
each of us
love.
was with one.
They have
of them.
soft, supple lips.
Yeah.
And there's 6 of them and 5 of us, so one of them is without a mate.
Wow.
No, I've got 2.
Oh, you do?
Oh, there you go.
There's
Wow. Hell yeah.
One of the things that's so amazing about Under Oath, especially on that last tour that we were just on, Fred had to go home for a little while due to like family emergency, and so we were kind of faced with the choice. It was like, do we drop off the tour and stop playing, or do we keep going on the tour? And obviously we can't do it without Fred. And so we had Aaron and Spencer, Aaron who plays drums and sings, and Spencer who sings, and they come in and fill in on some songs for us. And I asked them literally like a day before we needed them to do it if they would be able to, and they were like yes, and they stayed up all night learning the songs, and just really awesome guys. Same with Seos. And so.
Let's talk about Louder Now, reissued with the DVD. Where all
Yes,
the little
part 1.
Part 1.
Yes, meaning
That there will be
a
part 2.
yes.
Part 2. You're not going to skip 2 and go right to 3 because that'd be arty.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would like to have a trilogy ultimately. So
Yeah.
So it's good to have a trilogy.
Yeah, a
Then you
trilogy and nothing more. We won't add anything to it
can-
after.
Please.
Yeah.
We're going
just
to do the
annoying?
trilogy and then add all the CGI footage afterward of how we would want to look
Yeah.
on the first 3.
Dance sequences and all.
Yeah.
No, but this documents, pretty much we've had a camera following us around from like a little bit of the writing process for Louder Now, but then from the time we got into the studio, and then and then all the touring that we've done up until now, and then even we're still filming stuff now. So so hopefully we will have the trilogy one day. But there's a lot of funny stuff. You know, I think you get to know us a little bit better in there, and there's it'll make you laugh, cry, pout. It is for a song called My Blue Heaven. And Fred, if you wanted to let America and Stephen and Holly know.
We're shooting it tonight. We're waking up at 4 a.m. and shooting it at sunrise. And
Awesome.
it has a whole theme of stopping global warming, and so we wanted to shoot it in natural light and not have to use electricity, and it's going to be a neat thing. So
Wow.
it's coming up.
What's going to power the cameras?
The Flintstones, like car,
Someone's gonna be running.
Okay, we're in
Yeah.
trouble.
Little squirrels and
We wanted to use as minimal electricity as we
Exactly.
possibly could. This was shot at the Long Beach Arena in Long Beach, California, and was probably the biggest show of that tour on our biggest tour that we've ever done with lights and heavy production and stuff like that. So looking back on it is really exciting for us because it really documents like a great time in the record.
When Matt and I first met, that was the first thing out of his mouth was he wanted me to sign his chest.
It was a weird audition, but I got the gig.
Matt took me out to dinner. Ironically enough, this is weird.
That was my paycheck.
Yeah.
Most of it went to.
Where'd you guys go?
We went to a place that served nachos on like plates that were like this size of this table, like huge,
fancy.
this mountain of nachos, and
It's
Adam
my favorite food.
Yum.
it all.
Nachos are good.
The song was originally in the movie,
Okay.
but then they took it out at the last minute because it was too hard
rocked
rocking.
too hard.
Yeah.
They said it made the movie too exciting and that people were going to freak out, so we couldn't have that.
I heard Michael Bay actually made the call.
Michael Bay called me and he was like, "Dude, I make action movies, but I can't go this crazy, you know? I got to tone it down, so I'm taking it out." Still be on the soundtrack, don't worry.
Okay. And you said whatever, Michael, and went back to getting your massage.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I hung up the phone. I had my assistant hang up the phone on him very angrily.
We were just stoked to be part of something that could bring awareness to the issue, because it's not a debatable thing. And there's small changes we all can make, you know, to kind of just make the world a better, cooler place. Literally, we've been like trying to green our tours for the past couple tours now, and then we finally got the biodiesel buses. And so, I mean, anything we can do to be a part of that cause is real awesome for us.
We had a video in production for My Blue Heaven that was that had a lot of content. It was in the line of what we were trying to accomplish by doing Live Earth,
Right.
and sort of having it be a little bit of an awareness video. It's sort of still in the process. We may or may not actually release it to you guys. We may release it online.
Okay.
But right now, when we're done with Project Revolution, we're going to start, continue writing and looking maybe ahead towards another record as opposed to another single from Louder Now. Adam is a big spray, like cleaning spray, clothing guy.
It
What,
works.
like Febreze?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you
Yeah.
put dryer sheets in the pockets,
That helps.
it helps. Matt is a laundry guy.
Yeah, I like to do laundry. I guarantee you, any band on this tour, if you go near the clothes that they play in, you're in for a horrible rude awakening, because there aren't too many good-smelling dudes on this tour.
We're gonna.
Good looking, not good smelling.
Yeah.
We used to rehearse like right on 30th, so we'd walk by it every day, you know, just going to practice. But to now actually be like, we're playing there, like it's just somebody messed up and put us on the bill. We've known them since like 2000, the early 2000s. There's probably like 4 or 5 years now.
Right.
No, because
Even earlier.
6 years.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, we were based out of Long Island, you know, and they were based out of Jersey, so we ended up being on a lot of the same shows. And then we did this one tour called the Takeover Tour, and that they were on with us. And they're like, really, since the first time we hung out with them, they've just been buddies. I live in Texas, and it's like a real small town. It's called Tyler. It's right between Dallas and Shreveport, Louisiana. So there was a show going on, and so I just asked them if I could open it just for something to do. And so I went and I learned all these Tom Petty songs and just played them.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Like straight up acoustic?
Yeah, well, and like with the harmonica, like I played one Taking Back Sunday song, and then the rest were just songs that I have that aren't really that great, and then it was really just something to do because it was fun. Like I covered the Apartment song off of Full Moon Fever, and also You're So Bad, which I would just really love that song. So. My middle name is Burbank because it's my grandmother's maiden name, and there's no one left, no guys left in her side of the family to carry that name on, so my folks gave it to me. And then my mother's maiden name is Hayes, and that's my little brother's middle name. So does that make sense? Yeah. So I just took my middle name and my little brother's middle name and put them together. There's one of those Transformers, Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Electra.
What a awful movie that was.
If you would have told me as a teenager what movies my band's songs would be a part of, I would have been flipping out.
Yeah.
Super Trans-freaking-formers!
It's like, wait, they're making 2 Spider-Man movies?
Yeah.
3? Okay, so our last record, as you know, was called Louder Now, and then so we were in Germany, and like the guy wasn't being mean. There's just a language
You're
barrier.
just being German.
Yeah.
Can I do it? Can I do it, please?
Yeah. His voice is better.
So question 1. This isn't even like
Right out of
midway
the
through the
box.
interview. This is the
Right out
first
of the
question.
box.
He says, I've listened to all your previous albums and currently listening to Louder Now, but it is no louder than the previous 2 albums. Can you explain?
No. Said. But in fact, it is no louder than your first 2 albums combined.
Yeah,
Explain.
combined, right? That's what it was. And then to demand an
wow, man, we
explanation.
didn't.
I believe.
I didn't even know what to say.
I believe that
to that.
there's a German journalism school where they teach you to ask a question, answer it, give your opinion before you let the other guy speak. All in one sort of like, hand-rolled thing.
In 30 seconds or less, describe Bamboozle.
Dirty, sweaty, cold, rainy, tons of bands, lots of fun, people coming from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and other states in the country to celebrate and enjoy the beauty and wonder that is music in the world today.
Time.
Well, it's raining crapidociously today here at Bamboozle, but I think
Crapidocious.
everybody is really putting up with it. Pete, the audience doesn't seem to care at all.
Yeah, I mean, they're loving it out there.
But shenanigan-wise, it's still early.
In 2006, I got chased down by a couple security guards because I took a golf cart, which I thought was really innocent.
Yeah.
I just wanted to cruise on a golf cart because I was bored, and we didn't play till like freaking 10 o'clock.
We
at
steal
night or
golf
something.
carts all the time, and I think we should just put that out there to any and all festivals that will be on in the future. Security, we're going to steal your golf carts.
So be cool.
And be cool about it, because you can't kick us out, because then we can't play the show, and it's just a golf cart. So just mellow out, okay?
Did you know that in Arizona it's considered grand theft auto to steal a golf cart?
That's absurd.
No lie. No lie.
That's absurd.
I'm not even exaggerating. I wish I was. Actually, the first song off of New Again is titled
New Again. So that's where that came from.
Yeah, and just kind of the theme in that song, the whole vibe there is speaks loudly for the whole record.
Yeah.
Even if you're listening to it very quietly.
We are getting ready to go on tour, release a record. June 2nd, New Again comes out. We're going to be going to every place in the world on this record that we've never been to before.
Except for China, because I don't think they let bands play there.
I don't think they like rock and roll.
Yeah.
Really just kind of hitting the road as hard as we can, playing shows. All kinds of surprises coming up this year from us. We're going to be doing all kinds of other like recording projects within the band and stuff like that.
A lot of Frisbee.
Yeah, we're trying to get Michael McDonald to go on tour with us. If not, we'll take Michael Bolton. And if Michael
What's
Bolton,
the Michael Bolton voice? No, it's a Michael McDonald voice.
No, Michael Bolton's a little bit less. That's Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
Where Michael Bolton would go. He sucks though.
Tell me
Yeah,
Dude, my
it's
mom
painful.
freaking loved Michael Bolton.
So that's your
When I was
answer.